EA Sports. It's in the game.
right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Well, if you're looking for one fighter in an alley to save your life, you could probably do worse than this man as we welcome back the UFC middleweight contender, Paulo Costa. A lot of people think his ceiling is championship and that eventually this man will be the undisputed UFC middleweight title holder. Seems to be a great stylistic matchup against a lot of these guys. He has power, he has speed, he has toughness, a chin that allows him to be aggressive. And when he's aggressive, he is at his athletic best. He is a total athletic freak, off the charts. And tonight, trying to prove to people that he is a force to be reckoned and truly one of, if not the best middleweights in the world. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure, where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. 3 years apart, with the same height and some differences in reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Paulo the Eraser Costa! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Sean Strickland!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. You ready? You ready?
All right, let's get this one started here. Round 1 is underway. All right, he's in a half-guard position here.
Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
There he is. He's moving to the finisher position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to the opponent.
And this might just be a matter of time. And there it is!
He's done. He's done.
Yeah, so a quick night at the office for him here tonight. He told us he wanted to be efficient. He didn't want to waste a lot of time. He felt his opponent knew the takedown attempts would be coming, and he got the fight to the ground relatively easily, and his submission skills then took over. Big result for him early in round 1 tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it, that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they match-make him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 3 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to arm triangle choke, Sean Strickland!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
All right, coming up next, it's a middleweight matchup between Bruce Buffer and Bruce Buffer. Well, this dude is a submission magician. I am very thankful I am not fighting him here tonight, and it's really a case of pick your poison. He has so many different chokes in his arsenal and has been a master of getting these fights exactly where he wants them.
There are black belts and there are guys like this who can do jiu-jitsu at a level that not many people, regardless of the time spent, can truly...
All right, coming up next for the UFC Middleweight Championship of the World between Bruce Buffer and Bruce Buffer. Looking to become the UFC middleweight champion of the world, here he is, the #1 middleweight contender. For a long time, this man has been one of the best 85ers in the world, but this title fight eluded him. It is here right now. He is healthy. He is smack dab in the middle of his prime, and he believes he is the best 85er in the world and is out to prove just that tonight and walk away with 12 pounds of UFC gold. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world. This man ubiquitously regarded as the top 85er at present. Some people believe this is the greatest middleweight of all time. He certainly does, and he has goals even beyond that. He wants to be one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time, and in order to preserve that goal, this is a title defense, simply put, that he's got to have. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Both fighters identical in age, and they have the same height and reach. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Herb Dean. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a judo fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, presenting the challenger, Bruce, it's time, Buffer! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a judo fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Bruce, it's time, Buffer!
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, folks, fasten your seatbelts. This could end up being a very technical, very entertaining fight. Surprised they didn't bring out the keys for this one, Chad.
I mean, you would have thought as a
A big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need to control posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, you got to finish. Continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes from your opponent. Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
That'll do it! Herb Dean steps in!
He got him! What a performance!
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout. Near-perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous. And again, when you catch a guy early, maybe you're getting cold before he's had a chance to work up a sweat or even get into the fight a little bit, those strikes can have a bigger effect, and it certainly did here tonight. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 57 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Bruce, it's time, Buffer!
All right, so a lot of people thought the #1 contender was going to get it done tonight. Not the case, and still UFC middleweight champion of the world. And I think he wants to slow all of that roll when it comes to somebody taking his title.
Yeah, absolutely. This guy has desires to be a long reigning champion. a champion that held onto the belt like the great Anderson Silva did before him. This guy...
All right, coming up next, it's a middleweight championship fight between Bruce Buffer and Bruce Buffer. Looking to become the UFC middleweight champion of the world, here he is, the #1 middleweight contender. For a long time, this man has been one of the best 85ers in the world, but this title fight eluded him. It is here right now. He is healthy. He is smack dab in the middle of his prime, and he believes he is the best 85er in the world and is out to prove just that tonight and walk away with 12 pounds of UFC gold. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world. This man ubiquitously regarded as the top 85er at present. Some people believe this is the greatest middleweight of all time. He certainly does, and he has goals even beyond that. He wants to be one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time, and in order to preserve that goal, this is a title defense, simply put, that he's got to have. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Both fighters identical in age, and they have the same height and reach. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Miragliotta. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a judo fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, introducing the challenger, Bruce, it's time, Buffer! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a judo fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Bruce, it's time, Buffer!
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
Ready? Ready?
All right, folks, here we go with round one. This is not the Eddie Bravo Invitational. This is the UFC. And two of the more decorated Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts we have in this US or any division.
Yes, in any division. We've never seen guys that can really incorporate the jiu-jitsu in.
Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, straight right. Push kick there to the body. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Just over 3 minutes to go, round one.
I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. That was a thudding leg kick. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He certainly has that.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Superman punch now.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
And he landed the right hand there.
It's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook, he's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
Trying to kick. The leg out. Well-placed kick there by Bucky. Oh, nice combination. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on beat street. He's looking so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight. Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
10 seconds to go in round one. Wow! What a fight so far. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
You okay? Are you okay? All right. You can do this. That wasn't that big of a shot. You can take that. All right? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right? Next.
You ready? You ready?
All right, round two. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing.
Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to hold him.
Yep, absolutely. He got him!
Pinpoint strike to end this fight. It landed flush. I'm not even sure the opponent wholly saw it coming, and before he could recover, the referee was in to stop the fight. So a huge knockout victory for that fighter here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 3 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Bruce Buffer!
All right, so we got a new UFC middleweight champion, and this is a title that no one can ever take away from you. He's got a UFC belt at his home for the rest of his life.
For the rest of his life. And they say it takes a village to build a champion.
Yeah.
And if you look behind him, celebrating with his coaches, you know that they have all been on this journey for a long time to the UFC championship. Congratulations to him and his team.